Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Pulls it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Slips a tackle. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Yeah.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Fuck, man.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the
You
offensive
got
lines
down.
and staying in your gaps. Everybody
Hey,
going where
4th
they're
and
supposed
2.
to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They really have no
I still
choice here.
I still ain't got no quarterback for real. I ain't never got a quarterback. But I do run that bitch though.
From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but
You said what?
go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay.
Yeah,
you
we
gotta
play.
go for it in these situations.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett.
Oh my God.
He finds his man. Stopped after making the catch.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get
I seen that motherfucker last minute.
Get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to.
He shoulda got that one.
When he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Look at this shit. That shit was late.
pass completion. It's second down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it
Send it outside.
to the receiver. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides to the back.
Bro, you gotta hit that nigga, bro.
Down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my God.
And the pass hits, picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a
I thought
really
that
good
was
coverage
too
call to
early.
get the INT.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried
Oh my God.
the big one on 1st down.
He missed that,
It's not
bitch.
panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left.
Give me that. Come on.
Hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Fuck you.
As a
This
quarterback, this is
motherfucker.
going to be a very tough game.
I'm
Going up against
spamming
one of the
fucking
top
triangles
teams
trying to
in the
catch that
entire
bitch.
country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like
He
they did
knocked the
that
ball
last
down,
time
bro.
for
I
some
don't understand that shit.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The
Man,
fair
I don't-
catch just inside the 40.
I don't get that shit. Yeah. That shit. I don't understand this game sometimes.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be
This
able to
nigga
finish
slow.
drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And
That
David,
nigga
they've
so
gotta
damn
be able
slow.
to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nigga slow, man. He ain't no fast back. Edwards got the speed.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires it down the seam. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Why does this nigga always do that shit, bro? Every time I got a fucking big play, this bitch ass nigga get a holding call. It never fails. Every fucking game, bro. Every game. I don't understand. Like, and he a singer. Don't worry, nigga. You ain't never playing it. That nigga ain't never playing it, bro. That shit over with.
And the coach will take the penalty.
Like, I don't get it, bro. Every fucking time, it's that bitch ass nigga.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Using his legs, it's Edwards.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards
I
on
should
that
have ran.
last
I
when
should
they
have
need
went
8 on
outside.
second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running toward the tape. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great team defense on that run.
Nigga not letting me run up the middle.
People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
They'll let me get on the edge, though. But they won't let me get up the middle.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And
Yeah, that's the only speed back I got. The rest of them niggas slow as hell.
It was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run.
Well, my other two running backs, them niggas freshmen.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Come on, bro.
35, he's
That's
open.
a hit stick.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. He tries to take
Oh
the top
my
off.
God. I knew it too.
And he makes the catch inside the 15.
I backed him up and everything.
Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll give it to the back. That should be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Here on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Had him breaks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They'll go to the ground.
Nobody
He's
picked
dropped
that
behind
nigga
the
up.
line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love
Literally
this
nobody
linebacker
picked him
because
up.
he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
That white boy fast as fuck.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a
No,
minimal
not
gain.
Dylan. Not
Man
even
down on the
injured.
play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
No.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Dumps it to the back.
My God, you fucking taking so damn long to get out the fucking
Tell you
backfield.
what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long and field goal
Taking
range.
12 days to get out the
zone. Instead, they
backfield.
lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
Ah,
No
that shit
good.
crooked as bitch.
And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short.
Oh my God, I ran right past him.
Forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Finds a
Butt
tight
ass
end.
naked.
He's there
Cough
to make
that
the
bitch
stop,
up.
but
That's
the
a hit
damage
stick.
has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way.
Through the tackle and he's got room to run. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The play action fake. Unleashes one deep.
Bro,
And
like,
took a
what the
shot at
fuck is
inside.
that?
He almost picked it
What
off.
the
It'll
fuck
be
is
3rd down.
that?
And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Like, the ball is literally in your fucking hands and you drop that bitch.
And that is
You caught it that time.
interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Can you get Pearson?
Stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass.
Come on. Like, I knew he was going to the tight end, and two people on this motherfucker. Oh, he ran into me.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Nobody was right there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of
That
the
shit
field. I
crazy.
like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wants to throw on third down. Got it.
Bro, how y'all leave him by himself
And how
again?
about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Butt ass nigga.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down.
Yes.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for it all.
Oh, he got another one.
Interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up.
They don't be blocking the goddamn tight end at all.
We're looking really
I
good.
mean, linebacker at all. That nigga just filled the damn backfield.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The offense will
Yes!
play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
You asked me what? No, I didn't know you was outside. I was gonna say just grab Little Caesars. But since you already here, it's too late.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator...
I called you twice. You didn't answer.
So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the back. And the Wildcats have a first
We're
down.
going to eat the chicken.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that
It's,
first down.
it's already out there now.
All the way down at the 30.
Lug out the grease and fry the chicken.
10. The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Wildcats in the hurry up. Little touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
He lets it fly. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Had to run that bitch down.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback checking off. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Come on, how you dropped it? Oh my goodness.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself.
Good
And he
stuff.
tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously, they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the
hurt
first
there,
down
too.
the backfield. And the completion gives
That's
them
my
a fresh
fault.
set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going
Good
for
pitch,
broke
boy.
on second down, but third down's coming up.
Good run down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Release to the back. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Getting some
Okay.
heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the
Hold his
situation you
hand.
say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet
Get in
sweep
front of you.
pass. Dances away again. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Come on, I got 20 seconds. Let's go, Spivey.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Seal.
Contact. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Kansas State.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move.
Quarterback.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.